look at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in week 3. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Scarlet Knights offense will have the football first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So USC's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Going up against a secondary that has had its struggles, and he'll look to exploit them in this one. Running inside, it's Jordan. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason, because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Over the middle, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Sweet cut there. Finding, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Complete on the left to Williams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Put themselves in good position with that 9-yard pickup before. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He wants to change this route. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Finds a man in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Trojans had this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Might have a chance. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. They've converted on 4th down once, but here's... And he's in! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Run inside. It's Raymond. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Breaks loose. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's a 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll off one deep down the left side. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Plucks it out of the air. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First quarter in the books. Let's see what kind of numbers these two wide receivers are putting up. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Running inside. It's Raymond. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. To the air, it's Mayava. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Bowman. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jordan. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got the quick pass. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Trojans. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Duff. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Grab near the marker. It's Black. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Raymond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the option. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Got a man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. The run inside. It's Jordan. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Anderson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And the Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the catch. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in from the USC sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So much for tight formation, smash mouth, 2nd and 1, and they've got 4 receivers across the field. Makes the catch, it's Mosley. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Makes a deep grab. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Scarlet Knights will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Running inside. It's Raymond. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open.
Got a little grass. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Raymond. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Quick handoff. Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I ain't giving that up, man. You've got to be physical. You've got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Miller with the ball. Shakes off the defender. Had nowhere to go. Couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Oh, better look out. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll do it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the USC sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. And some room to work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires it. That's reeled in, it's Bowman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Bowman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. faith. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit.
Got it.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Pulls it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Jordan. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike through the air for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And they did tack on the extra point. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to start this drive. Shakes a man, and he might take off. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Raymond. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.